Well, hello, everyone. We're here today to do another session, and we hope everybody joins in and sings with us. And the first song we're going to do is Blessed Be the Name.
This song was written by William Clark. He was a Methodist minister in New York State. Ralph Hudson, who was born in Napoleon, Ohio, provided the tune and added the refrain sometime in the mid-1800s. Blessed be the name.
All praise to him who reigns above in majesty supreme, who gave his son for men to die, that he might men redeem. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. His name above all names shall stand, exalted more and more. Let God the Father's own right hand her angels hosts adore. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Redeemer, Savior, friend of man, once ruined by the fall, thou hast devised salvation's plan, for thou hast died for all. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. His name shall be the Counselor, the mighty Prince of Peace, of all earth's kingdoms conqueror, whose reign shall never cease. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Our next song is What a Friend We Have in Jesus.
This song was written by Joseph Scrivener sometime in the mid-1800s. He lived in southern Ontario and had sent the poem to his mother to comfort her, and she was back in Ireland. A copy of the poem then was shared with a music publisher, and the music was composed by Charles Converse. It very quickly became a popular hymn. What a friend we have in Jesus.
What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. Oh, because we did not carry everything to God in prayer. Have we trials and temptations? Is there trouble anywhere? We should never be discouraged. Take it to forsake thee. Take it to the Lord in prayer. In his arms he'll take and shield thee. Thou wilt find a solace there. Our next song, Are You Washed in the Blood?
This song was written by Elisha Albright Hoffman and first appeared in 1878. Hoffman was a Presbyterian minister and a composer of over 2,000 hymns. As a side note, a couple of years after he was ordained, he was appointed to the ministry circuit in Napoleon, Ohio. So, Are You Washed in the Blood?
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in his grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking daily by your Savior's side? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Do you rest each moment in the crucified? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? When the bridegroom cometh, will your robes be white? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Will your soul be ready for the mansion's bride, and be washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Lay aside the garments that are stained with sin, and be washed in the blood of the Lamb. There's a fountain flowing from the souls unclean. Oh, be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Now thank we all our God.
The words of this hymn were written by Martin Reinhardt somewhere around 1636, and the music was composed by Johann Kruger. Martin was a pastor in Ellenberg, Germany, and during this 30 Years' War, that city was attacked several times. The death toll was staggering. At one point, Martin was the only clergyman left to bury the dead. After the siege ended, Reinhardt wrote the words in thanks for the ending of hostilities. Now thank we all our God.
Now thank we all our God, with hearts and hands and voices, whose wondrous things have done, in whom the world rejoices, who from our mother's arms has blessed us on our way, with countless gifts of love, and still is ours today. Oh, may this boundless God through all our life be near us, with ever joyful hearts and blessed peace to cheer us, and keep Our next song is The Sweet By and By.
This song, the words of this song were written by Sanford Bennett, and the music was composed by his friend Joseph Webster in 1868. Joseph had come into the drugstore run by Bennett very depressed. When Bennett asked how he was, Webster says, "Oh, it'll be all right, by and by." Bennett was inspired by his reply and immediately penned the words. He gave his poem to Webster, who began to write the music. In no more than 30 minutes, the song was written, and we're still singing it today, In the Sweet By and By.
There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. By and by, in the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. We shall sing on that beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and our spirits shall sorrow no more, out aside for the blessings of rest. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. By and by, in the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. To our bountiful Father above, we will offer a tribute of praise for the glorious gift of His love and the blessings that follow our days. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. By and by, in the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. I'll stop it right there, okay? Our next song we're going to do is Oh, How I Love Jesus.
This song, the words of this song were written by Frederick Whitfield. This song fuses a 19th century English text with an American tune, most likely from the camp meeting era. It's this combination that provides a lilting song that congregations have enjoyed for over 150 years. Oh, How I Love Jesus.
There is a name I love to hear, I love to sing its word. It sounds like music in my ear, the sweetest name on earth. Oh, how I love Jesus, oh, how I love Jesus, oh, how I love Jesus, because He first loved me. It tells me of a Savior's love who died to set me free. It tells me of His precious blood, the sinner's perfect plea. Oh, how I love Jesus, oh, how I love Jesus, oh, how I love Jesus, because He first loved me. It tells me what my Father has in store for every day. And though I tread a darksome path, Your sunshine all the way. Oh, how I love Jesus, oh, how I love Jesus, oh, how I love Jesus, because He first loved me. It tells me on whose broken heart can feel my deepest woe, who in His sorrow bears a part that none can bear next song is Make Me a Blessing. This is a song that Judy Patterson, who sings with us, gave us some time back, and it's become one of our favorites.
The words of this song were written by Ira Wilson, and the music was composed by George Schuler in 1924, while they were both students at the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. The song reminds us that we should desire to be a blessing and a help to others. Make me a blessing.
Out in the highways and byways of life, many are weary and sad, carrying the sunshine where darkness is right, making the sorrowing glad. Make me a blessing, make me a blessing out of my heart. May Jesus shine. Make me a blessing, oh Savior, I pray. Make me a blessing to someone today. Tell the sweet story of Christ and His love. Tell of His power to forgive. Others will trust Him if only you prove through every moment you live. Make me a blessing, make me a blessing out of my life. May Jesus shine. Make me a blessing, oh Savior, I pray. Make me a blessing to someone today. Give as 'twas given to you in your need. Love as the Master loved you. Be to the helper, a helper indeed. Unto the mission be true. Make me a blessing, make me a blessing out of my life. May Jesus shine. Make me a blessing, oh Savior, I pray. Make me a blessing to someone today. This next song we're going to do is Where We Will Never Grow Old. And this is one of my mother's favorite songs. She's in a nursing home down in Virginia. And they're all locked down too. So, where We'll Never Grow Old.
This song was written by James Moore, a young Baptist pastor. He had gone to the church where his father had led the singing for many years. When his father Charles tried to sing, his father's voice was frail and weak, and James knew that he would not be hearing his father sing much longer. James wrote the hymn shortly after that, and he dedicated it to his parents, Where We'll Never Grow Old.
I have heard of a land on a faraway strand. Is a beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high. There we never shall die. 'Tis a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, when we'll never grow and we praise to the King. Through eternity sing, 'tis a land where we never shall die. Never grow old, we will never grow old, in a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, we will never grow old, in a land where we'll never grow old. When our work here is done, and our life ground is won, and our troubles and trials are at o'er, all our sorrows will end, and our voices will blend with the saved ones who've gone on before. Never grow old, and we'll never grow old, in a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, and we'll never grow old, in a land where we'll never grow old. What a beautiful song. Our next song is Only Trust Him.
It's one of our newer songs that we've learned, and it was written and composed by John Stockton. John was a Methodist minister in southern New Jersey, and he struggled with poor health for most of his life. He wrote hymns when he could not minister. Often when he finished a hymn, he would send it to Ira Sankey, who was the music director and soloist for Dwight Moody's Evangelical Crusades. Sankey would put these hymns in his musical scrapbook. On a trip to England, Sankey discovered this hymn by John in his scrapbook, and he liked it, except for the chorus, so he changed it from Come to Jesus to Only Trust Him. And the hymn was then published in 1874, Only Trust Him.
Come every soul, yes, in our breast, there's mercy with the Lord, and He will surely give you rest by trusting in His word. Only trust Him, only trust Him, only trust Him now. He will save you, He will save you, He will save you now. For Jesus shed His precious blood, His blessings to bestow. Plunge now into the crimson flood that washes white as snow. Only trust Him, only trust Him, only trust Him now. He will save you, He will save you, He will save you now. Yes, Jesus is the truth, the way that leads you into rest. Believe in Him without delay, and you are fully blessed. Only trust Him, only trust Him, only trust Him now. He will save you, He will save you, He will save you now. And our last song is I Surrender All, and this is kind of the theme of this session. It'll be on the front of it when you see it. Anyway, it's a very beautiful song, and so Ann will give you some of the story behind it.
The words of this song were written by Judson Van Deventer, and the music was composed by his friend Winfred Whedon sometime around 1896. Judson's dream was to become an artist, and he pursued that dream for several years. However, he felt that the Lord was calling him to become a full-time minister. He finally surrendered to that call, and he wrote these words in memory of that time and struggle. I surrender all.
All to Jesus I surrender, all to him I freely give. I will ever love and trust him, in his presence daily live. I surrender all, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior, I surrender all to Jesus I surrender, humbly at his feet I bow. Worldly pleasures are forsaken, take me, Jesus, take me now. I surrender all, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior, I surrender all to Jesus I surrender, make me Savior wholly thine, let me feel the Holy Spirit, truly know that thou art mine. I surrender all, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior, I surrender all to Jesus I surrender, Lord, I give myself to thee, fill me with thy love and power, let thy blessings fall on me. I surrender all, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior, I surrender all. Well, that's 10 songs. You can play them as many times as you like. You'll have the music up on front, of course. And we're looking forward to doing the next session with you. And that's the session 2. We got 1 and 2, and we're going to keep doing them till we have all of our songs in your hands.
Yeah, and we hope sometime that we can see you guys again soon. It's kind of, this lockdown is going on way too long. So anyway, you guys have a really nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.